A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. And yes, today is super Sunday when it comes to the world of sports. I will be doing a separate explainer on what all you can expect starting from the afternoon time till the night. Remember, you will have 10 hours of back to back action packed sporting action on January 29th. Right from tennis, cricket to every other thing that's there, it promises to be an action packed sporting calendar. Australian Open, India under 19 Women's World T20 final, and you have the India versus New Zealand match, and then you have the Hockey World Cup. You name it, it's there today. So it is going to be a big sporting Sunday today. But I will give you all the latest updates of what's been happening off the field, especially when it comes to the BCCI central contract system. According to sources that have told Sports Today, this BCCI central contracts renewal will happen very shortly. And according to the reports, there might be an incremental increase in the value. So this time, A plus may necessarily need not be 7 crores. It could be a lot more, the salary cap for 1 year. So the 2023-2024 annual contracts of the BCCI could be done this in a very short while. It could happen maybe by next week. It could happen by the middle of February. So that is how this is the latest news we have got. We could see an incremental increase in the salary cap of the contracted players. Grade A plus, grade A, grade B, grade C. Remember, grade A plus is 7 crores, grade A is 5 crores, grade B is 3 crores, and grade C is 1 crore. But this time there might be an increase in that, and so that is why it will be very interesting to see how the BCCI manages to renew the contracts and how and which player will be in each of the grades, who goes out. That will be an interesting development come the first week of February or in the middle of February. Before the Under 19 World Cup Women's Final, we saw two individuals meet the Indian cricket team. One was virtual, the other was physically present. Jay Shah, the BCCI secretary, interacted with the India Under 19 women's team, encouraging them and wishing them all the best for the final against England. But they had a golden visitor in the form of Neeraj Chopra. Yes, Neeraj Chopra was there to encourage the India Under-19 women's team. Remember, Neeraj Chopra does his training at Potchefstroom. And it was in Potchefstroom where Neeraj Chopra's own resurgence was scripted about 4 to 5 years ago. Remember, he was suffering from a chronic elbow injury. After he recovered from that elbow injury, the first event that he did his javelin throw was at Potchefstroom. So Potchefstroom has got very good memories if you have to look at it for Neeraj Chopra and potentially by the end of the day, the India women's cricket team. So Shefali Verma is on the cusp of becoming the first Indian women cricketer to actually hold aloft an ICC trophy. We hope that happens, and that is why this day is going to be very important. The Women's Premier League. Now we come to that. The Women's Premier League will actually have the auction on the first week of February. We don't know the dates yet, but it is tentatively around the first week of February, potentially before the Border Gavaskar Trophy series begins. So already we are seeing that the Gujarat Giants are making a lot of headway. They were the first to name the team. Now they have roped in Mithali Raj as a mentor and advisor. So Gujarat Giants are making all the big moves prior to the auction as well when it comes to the Women's Premier League. There has not been that much of activity in the other teams if you look at it. The Delhi franchisee, the names have not yet been announced. The Bangalore franchisee, the Mumbai franchisee. Not much of activities happening around there after the bidding. So Gujarat Giants are making all the right moves, and the Women's Premier League auction could happen around the first week of February. So that is about cricket that we are looking into, and now from cricket, let us shift our attention to football. And yes, the FA Cup and the Bundesliga saw plenty of action. With the Bundesliga, if I have to begin, Bayern Munich were held to a 1-1 draw by Eintracht Frankfurt, and that is a big development when you have to look at the Bundesliga, because Bayern Munich have been champions for a very long time in the Bundesliga, and to be held 1-1 by Eintracht Frankfurt shows that the competition is closing in. But from Germany, let us switch across to the other side, and it's in England where we are seeing two matches that happened in the FA Cup. Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur registered big wins in their FA Cup title in their FA Cup clashes, and that is why now United and Tottenham Hotspur are really making good progress. So that is why this is one of the major instances that we have seen here, that Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United are registering good wins in this FA Cup competition. From football, let us move to tennis, and Novak Djokovic versus Stefanos Tsitsipas, the last match of the Australian Open. It's the Australian Open final. And whether Djokovic makes it the perfect 10 in Australia, or will Tsitsipas become the first Greek player to win, that remains to be seen. So I will be back with a special explainer on what all you can expect from the Djokovic versus Tsitsipas encounter. And we finally end today, Super Sunday, with the Hockey World Cup. Yes, after a action-packed 15 days, you are going to see the Hockey World Cup reach its culmination. Belgium versus Germany in the final, and the third place playoff prior to that, the Netherlands versus Australia. Remember, Australia were undone by some last-moment brilliance from the Germans. 3-2 down, they were down 2-3 with just 1 minute to go, 2 goals in the space of 1 minute. And that's it. It was heartbreak for the Kookaburras yet again. For Netherlands, they were undone by the tactical brilliance of the Red Lions, and that's why Belgium versus Germany, the Hockey World Cup final, and it will be Netherlands versus Australia for the third place playoff. And let us not forget, India were joint ninth with Argentina for the FIH Hockey World Cup standings. And remember, this is the lowest rank that a host nation has ever had in the history of the Hockey World Cup, with India incidentally finishing 8th in one of the editions. So that is why it's not been a good World Cup for India, unfortunately. That loss to New Zealand will really hurt them. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. And don't forget to download the SportsTalk mobile app, because they have all the highlights of the SA20, IL20, CPL, BBL, you name it, they have it. And also they have highlights of the Australian Open and the Hockey World Cup as well. You wouldn't want to miss out on the Djokovic versus Tsitsipas highlights today. So thank you so much, folks. Bye-bye.